Y'all, y'all, y'all ready for this? Yeah.
Good evening, good afternoon, good night, and good morning. What's going on? Welcome to another live episode of Millionaire M.A.N Cave right here on Relationship Entertainment Television. Y'all know what time it is. It is 8 p.m. Eastern Time on RETV, so that means we are live on air, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to get some real conversation going on. We know y'all done had a long, hard day. This is the time we kick back, unwind. You get unfiltered, raw conversation. We got some special guests coming on the show tonight. Talking about fatherhood, y'all. We're talking about fatherhood. So this could be a real interesting conversation. But we got some business owners on the show tonight. You know, usually me and Black talk about business. You know, Black is doing this thing with his business. I'm trying, doing my thing with my business. But we got some additional business owners on tonight who hope, some black-owned business owners. So, they'll be able to share a little bit about what they're doing. Hopefully, y'all make sure y'all go and support. And again, we always do what we do. Word to the wise. Tell them what you're smoking, man code, all that stuff in between. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure tell a friend, tell another friend to go ahead and tune in to Relationship Entertainment Television because Millionaire M.A.N Cave is live on the air. While I'm talking about Millionaire M.A.N Cave, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to the Relationship Entertainment Television YouTube channel. That's the Relationship Entertainment Television YouTube channel. Just type in Relationship Entertainment Television on YouTube. It'll come up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell so that way you're notified each and every time any shows come on RETV. And then make sure you also go ahead and download the Roku app. RETV is on Roku, y'all. Make sure y'all download the Roku app. You can actually go out there, go to add channel, search RETV, pops up. You can sit there and watch all live shows for RETV on the Roku. It is a whole network. So they got RETV Business, RETV News. RETV is doing big things, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all go out there and download the Roku app, and then make sure y'all go ahead and actually rate the app when y'all actually watching it as well. Let us know how much you actually like the app. Last but not least, y'all got any questions, comments, concerns, all that good stuff, keep it to yourself because we don't give a damn. Nah, go ahead and send it into info@re-tv.net, info@re-tv.net. Send in your video questions, send in your video comments, your video concerns, all that stuff. Send them in video-wise so we can get you on air right here on Millionaire M.A.N Cave as well. Y'all know I can't do this show without the fellas that are actually on the screen with me. As y'all can see, we even brought my man John back for another night because we in his wheelhouse tonight. We ain't may even let John just go ahead and take over the show tonight. But without further ado, as Donnell says, I say each and every week, my brother from another mother, Millionaire Mike, is in the building. What's going on, Mike?
I'm chilling, man. I'm off. That's all I can say. It was a hard day, and I'm off, so I'm chilling.
Gotcha. Okay. Glad to see you still outside. I know it's raining a little bit early in Charlotte, but I see you still outside.
And the weather's good, so.
Gotcha. Okay. As always, straight from the DMV, Mr. Reasonable, a.k.a. Donnell, is in the building. What's going on, Donnell? What's good with you?
Well, I didn't even get my baby powder. Let me do my LeBron James intro.
This dude. What's good with you, Donnell?
I'm good, man. You know what it is. Hey, I'm here to have some fun. Let's get into these topics.
Yes, sir. And of course, hailing from Charlotte by way of Birmingham, he got the yellow on tonight. What's going on, Black? What's good with you?
What's up, fellas?
Ain't nothing.
What's up, dude? Chilling today, huh?
Yeah, he's chilling tonight. He's chilling.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And of course, y'all know him, Daddy's Confessions. been on the show several times. He's like an honorary co-host of the show. My man John is in the building. What's going on, John?
What's up? How y'all doing? Made it through the day. You know what I'm saying? Kids in bed. I'm sitting here drinking, having a good time. So thank y'all for having me back.
Of course. Anytime. John, you be getting your kids in bed early, dog. I swear I can never get mine in bed this damn early. 8 o'clock?
Hey. They not in bed. They in their rooms.
Yeah, okay.
Alarm set, alarm go off, they go to bed. I got them trained.
Okay.
Ring the bell, it's time to eat.
Exactly. I gotta get the bell, Mike. I gotta get the bell. Yo, let's go ahead and get into this intro right quick so we can get into this show.
All right.
When they do that, cause we do that though. I see you talking, so we gon' take it though. And yeah, talking cheap, so don't do that though. My clip 100 deep.
We everywhere, including right here on Relationship Entertainment Television, better known as RETV. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to the Relationship Entertainment Television YouTube channel. Again, that's Relationship Entertainment Television YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and that way you get notified each and every time a new show comes on, specifically Millionaire M.A.N Cave, because I will say we are the dopest show actually on RETV, and I can say that biasly because I'm on the show. I would hope everybody else would say the same thing. But nah, seriously, y'all make sure y'all go ahead so that way y'all can go ahead and watch and share with your family, share with your friends on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, on all them daggone platforms. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and get it in. Without further ado, though, we're going to get into tonight's show because we got a couple special guests that came through. We don't want to mess with their time tonight. Like I said, we got a couple of business owners. So we're gonna let them tell about their business as well, and just tell about in general about. We could talk about fatherhood tonight, y'all. So we're gonna talk about a little bit about what they know about fatherhood. As always, Mike, I'm gonna let you actually introduce my man Boots because you know him best. So let's go ahead and bring him on, Mike.
Yeah, what's up? This is my man Boots. He's from Fort Washington, Maryland.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. There it is. We went to high school together, graduated a year apart. And we catch up every now and then. Last time we saw each other in Vegas.
Yep.
Oh,
yes,
you was out there for Vegas back in December?
Yes, sir.
Got you. Okay.
How you get to go to Vegas? I'm still waiting on my.
Oh, my bad. Oh yeah, John. Hey yo, John.
Let me know when you're ready. I got you.
John texted me and was like, "Yo, all y'all went to Vegas and ain't tell me." My bad, John.
Let me know. I got you.
See, he got you. He got you.
But my
What's
man
Boots,
my man Boots has a business. Infused extract. Well, I'm gonna let you get into it, Boots.
We're gonna talk about that in like 2.5 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Let me go ahead and bring on another good friend of mine. I actually grew up with him in church doing this thing, but now he's actually a top celebrity chef out there doing big things, not just in the DMV area, but just across the globe in general. That's why I say a top celebrity chef. My man Kingdom Chef is in the building with us tonight. What's going on?
What up? Everything good?
What's good with you?
Working, paying bills, taking care of babies.
That's pretty much how I go for all of us. Yo, so Mike was just mentioning, Boost, you got a business. So from my understanding, your business is called Infused Extract, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So a little bit about that. Almost a year ago, it's a real new business. Almost a year ago, I got turned on to this product that is amazing. That's the best way I can put it. It has a lot of medicinal and holistic features to it. It's actually all natural fruit juice, and it's infused with extracted THC. That's right, extracted THC. So we're talking about cannabis, marijuana, weed, however you want to put it, but that's what it is. And honestly, for years, I have been a person that would indulge in recreational cannabis use, but, I have done a lot of research and I found that, there are a lot of medicinal properties that are in cannabis. And when I tried the product myself, I got turned on to it really because, man, I got to tell you, I had the best sleep I had in a long time after drinking this juice. I mean, I'm 46 years old, so I'm prone to get up at night to go pee a couple times at night while I'm asleep.
Yeah,
This night I ain't get up now one time. Like I was just sound sleep the whole night, and I was blown away, man. So I have a business partner of mine that actually makes the product, and I am the top distributor of it, and and so that's how we rock, man. And I have clients and customers all over the country. I ship all over the United States. I do pop-up shops, and I have regular spots that I go to weekly, and people really, really love it. Like I said, it has a lot of medicinal properties to it. I have a couple people that have lupus, a couple young ladies, so it helps them with their joint pain and things of that nature. I have a few elderly people that drink it because it boosts their appetite. It helps them sleep at night, of course. But I do have a segment of clientele that just likes the way it makes them feel. It makes them have a good time and all that. So, it's a lot of joy and happiness basically in a bottle. And so I like to say that my business is helping to take away the scrutiny of cannabis. A lot of people still feel like it's a gateway drug and it's the devil's lettuce and all this other kind of crazy stuff. but for real, man, like I know me personally, it has really helped me to just in a lot of ways. I feel refreshed in the morning when I drink it at night. I've had people that have even told me that they were regular pain medicine folks, and ever since they started drinking this juice, they don't take those pain pills no more. So
okay,
it's a really good product, man. So I stand by it 100%.
For sure, we definitely. I see Nicole said that she gonna have to check it out. I know for sure I'm gonna have to put an order. I was telling Mike, I said, "Oh man, Mike!" Before when he told me you was coming on, I was like, "Oh, he should have sent some samples." So
I meant to do that. That's my bad, but I got y'all.
Yeah. It's good, because we'll definitely place some orders. I know. I'll tell you some people that I know that actually do something similar. I don't know if it's the same company or what, but so I know them THC infused drinks really be on point, especially if you got the good flavors with it. And based on what I saw, you do got some decent flavors. Yeah, lemonade, strawberry lemonade, peach lemonade. Yeah,
it's all natural, right?
All natural. It's all natural. It's homemade, all natural. It does have sugar in it, but it's pure cane sugar, so it's not
lemonade. You gotta have sugar you gotta have sugar in lemonade. You can't have no lemonade without sugar.
Right.
It gotta be sweet.
Absolutely.
You gotta have like Kool-Aid sugar.
Where's the local pickup at?
So all the local pickups, I have a couple. So one of them is the VFW in Atlanta, Maryland. Another one is ironically a restaurant lounge called Infused in Temple Hills, Maryland. I have a regular pop-up shop in Clinton that I go to. So it all depends. It depends on what's going on, demand, so on and so forth. So I'll just say, follow my Facebook, follow my Instagram. My Instagram is infused_extract right there on the card. Follow that. Let me tell you exactly where I am weekly. But always, like I tell everybody, always remember, I can ship the product right to your front door in discreet packaging, all that. So, you don't have to come out, meet me. Gas is hella high right now. So you ain't got to be driving nowhere to meet me to pick up your order. I can send it right to you, and it's no problem.
Bet. Speaking of Infused, right quick, my man Kingdom Chef is in the building. What's going on, Kingdom Chef was messing around with some mumbo sauce.
Oh yeah, I was infusing some mumbo sauce this morning, so I had to put it on the gram, let people see, because April 20th, I'm doing infused wings and mac and cheese.
Wow.
Wings and mac. Wait, wings and mac?
Yeah, you can get it's double. I call it the half and half. So both platters is 2 different flavors of wings. So everybody, but basically people that's ordering right now ordering both. They want all 4 flavors, but all the sauces are infused and on point.
That's what's
I'm definitely gonna get with you, Boots, tomorrow. Some kind of way.
I need so basically, if you in the area, you need to get with Chef for the food, and then go ahead and get with Boots with the drink.
Right.
Where you out at, Chef? Let's
put it together. I'm everywhere. I'm in District Heights area, but I'm everywhere. Yeah. If you go on my Instagram, you see what I'm doing. Tyron knows I throw flyers up weekly.
What's the Instagram, bro? What's the Instagram?
Kingdom Chef 202.
Okay. Gotcha. We're gonna put it up. Matter of fact, let me pull it up right quick. Yeah, so okay. But you be doing you do a bunch of other stuff too. You do like meal prep and
I do meal prep. I got a full-time celebrity athlete in DC, and when I got free time with his schedule, and I do meal preps for people. Of course, I do a lot of couples dinners throughout the week. I actually have a special now where I'm because I've been cooking for celebrities for the last 5 years full time, and I thought it's not fair that they're the only ones that you can get a chef in their house to do 3 meals. So I got 2 specials right now, one for a couple and then one for groups, where you can get me for breakfast, lunch, and dinner Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or any combination of the 3. And I come and I do it all. I put snacks all around wherever you at. You could be on vacation. It could be a staycation. It doesn't really matter. I travel.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's cool. And that meal prep thing is real nice. And I know as far as families are concerned, a lot of families nowadays are looking towards, meals that can be prepped and cooked and
right.
Or just prepped for their families.
Right.
Okay.
So I do it. All you got to do is hit me in the inbox. I'll send you. I do have it's a standard. Right now, I'm not doing starches. So everybody that's dealing with me right now, it's all meat and all vegetables. We like on the health front trying to get people's weight down. And I don't, tell people what they need to eat. But I try to tell you, if you're going to eat that steak and cheese, put a salad with it instead of them French fries. You know what I'm saying? Like, just switch it up a little bit for yourself, for the future, so you can be, a hip grandfather someday,
Gotcha.
Nicole said, Kingdom Chef, I need some vegan recipes, please.
That's easy. All day long.
All right.
You got a specialty? You got a specialty? You do what's your specialty?
I used to, but not no more. I would say Caribbean. If I'm gonna go to anything, I'm gonna go to Caribbean first.
Chicken, all right.
Yeah, I could do some upscale, filthy rich people food, but I go to Caribbean over everything.
Got you. Yeah. Okay, so you can still get down with the dirty though. You talk about upscale rich people food. Some of us, we just like the regular old,
Most people do. Most people want the basic, and I do that too.
Yeah, we don't want none of that Paula Patton chicken.
Oh hell! Hey, that was completely disturbing. I was on my phone and I kept on seeing the clip, and I was on Instagram and on Facebook, and I keep seeing the clip, and I'm like, why is it like everywhere? I push play. That ended my whole day yesterday. I thought it was a joke or a prank or a parody or something, but she was serious.
Oh, she was proud of it. She was proud of it.
She had
I'm gonna have to check that out. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna have to check it out.
She had Lowry's, but she was seasoning the damn grease though.
Seasoning the grease.
She put Lowry's in the grease.
Come on, and then she said her mother gave her the recipe. I'm like,
hey, I'm gonna say is she mixed. So you know what side you know what her mother is.
That's what I was gonna say. Her other mother.
Exactly. Her father probably don't eat that mess.
That wasn't the ancestors. That wasn't the ancestors' food.
Nah.
Yeah, but she was eating it like it was good though. She was like, "Ooh, this is good chicken."
No, there's no way.
That's what she used to feed Robin Thicke.
That's why his ass went out.
That's why he left.
That's why he left. Exactly. Yeah, for sure. So I'm glad we got 2 people on the show tonight. Like I said, repping their businesses. We always talk about, like I said, Black. He got his business. He does, that he owns, here in the North Carolina area. I know he's doing some expansions out in some other cities and states as well. Y'all know I run Relationship Entertainment Television, so we like definitely support Black-owned businesses for sure. So even if y'all like my man Boot said, even if you're not in the DMV area, y'all can hit him up and make sure y'all get them infused extract cocktails. I'm putting it up on the screen for y'all one more time. Well, y'all can go ahead. You got lemonade, strawberry lemonade, peach lemonade, mango, and raspberry lemonade as well. So y'all make sure y'all hit my man Boots up. He got the good 1 for $25, 6 for 20, 6 or more for 20 each. So he throwing a little discount special in there for y'all if you order more, 6 or more. But like I think Mike asked you earlier earlier. They all natural. So like they got any like preservative times. We got to drink them within a certain amount of days.
Nope, they got the same shelf life as Minute Maid, Welch's, or anything else. What I will say though is that once you crack that seal, go ahead and keep it refrigerated from there, and never keep it in like really hot temperatures. Like don't keep it in your car in the summer, stuff like that. And that's only because we found that the bottle could bloat, and when the bottle bloats, it might leak, but it don't take away from the potency or nothing. People freeze it.
Some
Make
of us
ice
want
cubes
to know.
out of it. My
Some
bad.
of us want to know, can you use it as a chaser?
Use it as a chaser. Wow.
That's what. I chase my cognac with it. That's my go-to concoction.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Which flavor?
Either the strawberry or the mango. The strawberry and the mango lemonades are the two fan favorites.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And the bottle is 10 ounces, but you only need about a shot glass worth at a time.
Lord.
Whether you're drinking it straight,
hey, Mike,
or you mixing it, or trust me, I tell everybody all the time, your first time, just drink about a shot glass worth, get it in your system, and then go from there.
Man, if it's delicious. If it's delicious, you know how it goes.
Nah, but don't. I'm telling you.
Boots, you said it's the best night's sleep you ever got. Was that one night sleep, or did you like miss a couple days in there? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, just a night. But yeah, don't drink a whole bottle. Don't even drink a half a bottle.
So don't go out play basketball and then guzzle the whole bottle down.
Listen,
you're making me feel
what would it take?
Infused extract is not responsible for anything that happens if you misuse
Throw that disclaimer out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What would it take? A little bit of infused extract.
What strands of what do you use? Indica or you use?
So it's made. It's real interesting because it's made from a hybrid blend.
Okay,
so it's both a sativa and an indica. So because it's a hybrid, I found that it usually affects you based on what you're doing, right? So if you're at home and you're chilling and you drink it, you're probably going to end up falling asleep shortly thereafter. You're going to have a great night's sleep. But if you're out with the fellas, you out with your lady, you out having a good time, it's going to heighten the experience. You're going to have a great, great time. And trust me, fellas, your lady is going to love it.
So that brings up my next question for Kingdom Chef. Is there any limitations to like your sauces and stuff too?
That's on you. The wings are 100 milligrams. Mac and cheese is 50.
That's what I want to know. The milligrams you got, cause
you
been able to damn 6-piece and be crazy.
You get 10 wings.
Slapping your fingers.
I don't know your tolerance, but mine is high. I take out 10 easy.
Okay.
So we got 125 milligrams in every bottle. So
see, there you go.
All your bottles are hybrid, or all of them hybrid?
Yeah, it's all made from a hybrid strain.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
That's what's up. Hey, Mike.
Hey, this is set up because y'all over here getting people high while they eat, and then they just keep eating this shit.
Pretty much
getting the infused food, and then they getting the fused drink.
Never stop eating
That's all I can say.
What's next? Infused crabs.
I've seen that.
Yo, you give me something to pour in the crab pot.
Hey, that's a done deal.
Hey, we do. Hey, the next show we doing up Kingdom Chef spot. He got the infused crab, yo. Next road trip, Millionaire Man Cave going to DC. We doing crab oil over chef joint.
I'm gonna do some infused crab cakes.
I'm gonna practice on that one this week.
Yeah, some crab cakes.
I've definitely
I'll
seen
take
that.
the Kingdom Chef. I'll take the mess ups, the mix ups.
No problem. I got you.
For sure. Hey, Mike,
how y'all seen y'all business, grow over the COVID, man, over the last couple of years? I don't know how long y'all been in business, but
for me,
how's it going for you?
For me, the day they shut the U.S. down, I was with my client in Colorado, and we were on a plane coming back to D.C. Mm-hmm. And so they was, talking about, everything was going to be shut down, boo, boo, boo. Don't go out unless you need to go to the grocery store and all that. So I thought I was going to be off for a while. My client called me the same night and said, "We see you in the morning." So I was on the highway by myself on 495 every single day of the whole pandemic. I never stopped working. I was jealous of everybody else because every time I'm on my phone, everybody at home, everybody chilling, having a good time, early happy hours, and I'm out there working.
That's debatable.
Hey, Boots, what about you? Your business increased during?
Like I said, I've only been in business for like 8 or 9 months, almost a year. So I wasn't doing it before. However, I have seen an increase in people wanting their orders shipped because people still there are still a segment of people that don't want to leave the house, that don't want to go out, because some of the places that I post up at are like bars, lounges, public space. They don't necessarily want to go there. So yeah, especially like the older folk that are my regular clients, they want their stuff. They ordering from Amazon. So like every 2 weeks, 2 or 3 times a month, right on schedule. They want their 5 bottles, their 6 bottles or whatever. So definitely shipping has increased.
So you on
might
Amazon?
Have like a club joint where that joint automatically ship monthly.
Oh, that's coming. Yep.
Well, dog. So the I'm hitting out the strands, but it's not regulated. I mean, through recreational marijuana, it's not regulated that way. I mean, is it regulated? Your infused drinks, is it? Because in certain parts of different states, some is recreational, some is medicinal. So how do they view you as a business owner with how you set up? Like you do a pop-up. Can you do a pop-up in Maryland? Because
well, the thing, technically speaking, there's a lot of legal stuff that I don't really want to get into outwardly like that. So yes, there are some different regulations, and the laws are different from state to state, jurisdiction to jurisdiction. But at the end of the day, I have spoken with and met with several people from law enforcement. Several different. I've actually talked to a judge who deals with a lot of criminal cases and things like that. And from everything that we have been told, that we're good. We're not doing anything that would cause any heat on us or whatever. However, just like any cannabis business in the United States, cannabis is still illegal on a federal level. So with that being said, people just need to be extremely smart and extremely intelligent on how they move and how they process their products. And
didn't they just make a proposal for decriminalizing it or something?
Yeah, the house of somebody passed it, right?
It's coming.
Or the exploratory committee passed it, or something like that.
I live in Montgomery County. Around me right now, there are 4 dispensaries. 4.
Oh, in Montgomery County?
Maryland? In Montgomery County.
Okay.
The same county that regulates liquor stores that close at 7:00 every night. So if we can have 4 dispensaries within 5 miles of my house, I gotta believe that federally it's about to be decriminalized real soon.
Yeah, they trying to figure out a way to get their money off of it.
Uncle Sam will get his money no matter what.
When they started opening all the dispensaries in DC, that's when I knew it was over.
Yeah.
DC changed dramatically. It's so regular now, you know.
Yeah. So hopefully once that happens, a lot of the black and brown people that's in jail for marijuana offenses can start getting up out of there, man.
For sure.
Mhm.
For sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Mike, tell us what you're smoking on, bro.
Yes, sir. So tonight I got a new cigar for you guys. It was new to me last week. It is called Rocky Patel Disciple. So Rocky Patel is a major distributor or a major cigar company, and one of their products is called the Disciple. I had not had it before last week, and so I asked my man at the cigar shop. I said, I want something full body. I want something that's going to give me a kick. I didn't have anything to drink that night, so I had a ginger ale with it. I think it runs about $11-12 a cigar.
No, I said you brought out a sister. You said you went on this full body with a kick. It's called a sister.
Yeah. And so what happened was, like I said, I was drinking it with a ginger ale, a bold ginger ale, and about halfway through the cigar, I started feeling it like I was drinking. And I was like, okay, this is a nice cigar. So I'm going to have to keep it in my portfolio. And this is what I have tonight for you. And it's really nice.
What you pairing it with?
I got it with some Macallan 12.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we're chilling tonight.
All right. Donnell, you got words to the wise?
Yeah, I got words to the wise. Ladies. Listen, your hands should not look like mechanic fingers.
You can't even get
Explain that, Donnell. Mr. Reasonable.
Fingers. You ever see? All right, so you know how like mechanics, first of all, like you know what I'm saying? If you ever like, observing like a mechanic's hands, right? Like their fingernails, they look like they be biting them joints all day. They like, I don't understand how like grease look like they be under their fingernails and they all the way like their nail beds are short. You know what I'm talking about?
Nubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got grease under your nubs. Some of these ladies, they can get up in that jump. Yeah, never mind.
So, ladies,
that's nasty right there, man.
You cannot have dirty nails with grime and oil up under your nails. They got orange gunk for that.
There you go.
Man, I don't even like it, ladies. If your nail polish start coming off, you can't be that damn lazy not to just go and wipe that shit all the way off.
Yeah, no
kidding. It all off. Just if you see it all crumbling, take it off. Don't have one looking like a damn spotted leopard out there, man.
And then the ladies that have the tips, once they've gone like halfway up your nail, you just go ahead and pluck them off. I understand if you don't have the money to go get your nails done right then, but go on and pluck them off or something.
Yeah. You're real. Yeah, I know the real nail and grew and the fake nail is about to fall off already.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Go ahead and just pop them off, file them down, and paint them. Yeah, until you get some money to get your nails done again.
Y'all need to
don't come back to work till you get that fixed.
Y'all need to start hanging on the other side of town. Go to the other mall. the bougie joint. Go out there.
Or the bougie joint, they got the pointed nails with all the bedazzle on their fingers.
I don't like that either.
Nah, that's garbage too.
All of it is. That's great. So, ladies, take heed. Take one. And Donnell got the words to the wise. Take heed. So with the fingers and the nails and stuff. Make sure y'all get y'all stuff together. Them nubs ain't hitting on nothing.
Summer is coming, ladies. Summer is coming. And these words to the wise tips, they will keep you straight all summer long.
Last week he was talking about feet. This week he's talking about your hands. I don't know what he got next week, but he trying to keep y'all on point for y'all summer bodies. Y'all want hot girl summers. He try to keep y'all on point.
Oh yeah, man. I expect this summer to be off the chain. I expect this summer to replace the last 3 summers by 10.
Hey, because they ain't been able to do sundresses or nothing the past couple of summers. So sundress season this
they have
year.
been able to,
hold
but
up.
they have not. So here's the thing. Like King said, in certain areas you do see that, but see, fashion and stuff as a whole, when everything popping, see, dog, when the hood popping, the suburbs popping, in the hot town popping, oh man, it's just a beautiful place to be outside. It's just like to be outside during that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man? So yeah, I expect this summer to be a like interest. We need interest paid back this summer, ladies. I'm just telling you right now, we need the interest.
And look, so we've been talking about the bonnets all COVID long, and these bonnets that these women are wearing with their regular outfits. I better not see a woman with a fine sundress and a bonnet. I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there.
You're gonna see it somewhere. You're gonna see it somewhere. I guarantee you're gonna see it somewhere. And the next week, Donnell gonna come back with words of the wise. Ladies. That's what he gonna say.
Hey, dog, but but like Mike said, these bonnets getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Dog, I swear, I can put all my dirty clothes and take them to the washing and some of these bonnets.
Hey, Black, to your
man.
point.
I mean, they be hanging like over the shoulder.
They got bonnets for every occasion. They got bonnets for dreads, bonnets for braids, bonnets for balls. Like bonnets for wigs. I don't.
You got the bonnet that matches your sundress.
But look, I got a real interesting take on the bonnet thing, right?
Okay, talk to us.
This is my thing.
Is
women wearing bonnets in public? Because usually when they wear them in public, they going to the grocery store, they running some errands, whatever. Is that any different than a man wearing a do-rag?
That's a good point.
They were both made for the purposes of preserving your hair at night when you sleep or whatever. But men, way back in the day, long time ago, started wearing them as part of their fits, as fashion, whatever.
Yep. Had the colors matching their outfits.
Had the colors matching their Timbs.
Answer to that is no.
They got do-rags.
You said the answer, dog. Men made it a part of their wardrobe. Like, hey, if the club let me in with a do-rag, I'm wearing it. It's gonna match. It's gonna be white, red, whatever it's gonna be. Women ain't a damn woman out there walking into the nightclub, no damn bonnet on their head, talking about they fine.
Not yet.
Louis Vuitton or Gucci bonnet.
Not yet. And they'll walk in the club with a scarf, a nice fashionable scarf on their head.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I ain't been in the
I don't get out no more. So I don't know what's going on.
Leave them bonnets at home, man. Leave them bonnets at home.
Leave them bonnets at home, man.
Hey, some dudes, you happen to some dudes got them damn do-rags on.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You have someone who got them bonnets on too.
Yeah, you have, yeah.
Hey, what's the topic for this week, Ty?
We're talking about fatherhood. We are talking about fatherhood. Yes, we can definitely talk about fatherhood. It's interesting because I actually I don't know everybody's situation, everybody's story on the show. I know primarily, obviously I know John, he got kids because he got a whole damn podcast called Daddy Confessions that airs each and every I don't know how often your podcast?
It's every other week. Every other week.
There you go. He got he got kids. There go his kids right there. A Chef and Boots, y'all got kids?
Oh yes,
yep, I got 3 of them.
I got 4.
Ooh, okay.
I got a 20-year-old girl, 13-year-old girl, 6-year-old girl, and 14-year-old boy.
Wow, nice.
And you know what they say if you had all girls or you got majority girls, you used to be a hoe when you was younger.
Completely straight.
He ain't gonna deny that. He's
not,
like,
not at all. It's karma.
Hey, what you got, Boots?
I got a 21-year-old girl, 18-year-old boy and 16-year-old boy.
Okay. So y'all like me. Y'all got one that's technically adult age. I got two adult age. Because both of them in college. I got one 20. You about to be 22 next month. One to turn 19, and 17 and a 16-year-old.
Okay.
So blended family. Yeah, boys and one girl.
Gotcha.
I wasn't a hoe, chef. I wasn't a hoe.
That's all speculation.
And that girl,
you was always a gentleman.
Hey, I tried. My mother raised me right.
Right. Mine did too. I just went the other way.
I don't know how I don't got about 6 or 7 girls, but thank God.
Those are the kids you know about, Boots.
Right. There you go.
Hey, them scary moments. You get a knock on the door. That what happened. That's actually what happened to David M.A.N, Tamala M.A.N husband.
Yeah,
he got a knock on the door and come to find out about a kid that he ain't know nothing about.
Recently,
nothing about.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
No, this is back in the day. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she looked just like him, so he couldn't deny her.
Nope.
Couldn't deny it at all. But but tonight we talking about fatherhood. It's interesting because I always hear a lot of people talking about different topics, whether or not men ain't shit. As fathers, we got topics as far as dues paying, child support, all of those things like that. I will say personally, from my personal point of view, fatherhood is not an easy task. It's just as difficult as marriage. I don't know how many fellas on here have been married or are married, but it's just as difficult, in my opinion, as marriage. But my question is there a difference between being a father and a dad? Because I've heard that. I've heard people say, that's my father, not my dad, or that's my dad and not my father. Do y'all think it's a difference between being a father and a dad?
So I would venture to say it's probably like that argument between pocket beat and a socket beat. For those of you who like go-go, it's really what you call it. You know, it's really what you call it. Some people take that term dad to be more endearing, more friendly. If I'm not mistaken, there was a biblical term for father that was more endearing, and then there was like the father, I think Abba or something. Don't get me wrong, but some people think that father is just a term, and the dad is the person who does everything. So it's really how you have come up and been raised with that term. So I don't think there's a difference.
I agree with that.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think it's something that's very subjective.
Okay.
I mean, I think that obviously daddy is catchier, right, than father. And so I think about it in terms of why I named the podcast Daddy Confessions. And the reality of it is that it's the term that you hear used most often by children to describe their parent.
Mm-hmm.
Very rarely will you hear a little kid or a child say, "Hey, that's my father. That's my daddy," right? So it's like the way you describe somebody versus a description of them. And if you, depending on who you are, for some people, that description matters, right? Like a father, in some contexts, people say you are the father because you gave the sperm. You are the daddy because you actually raised the child. So that's so it kind of goes both ways. But I see it with my kids is they would never call me father. Hello, father. Like who are you talking to?
But that's honestly, John, that's what I was referring to, because I've heard people say you being the father is just a sperm donor. Mm-hmm. You being the daddy is the person who actually is who's in the child's life on a regular basis.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean that makes sense. That's where I heard it from.
I agree with that.
Okay. So with that being said, I mean, I know one of the issues that I'll speak for myself personally is I don't have a really great relationship with my father. I had my father growing up, all that good stuff. We had a good relationship, all throughout my life. But as I've gotten older, our relationship has kind of got a little bit strained here and there. But I can't say that I've learned from my father how to be a dad.
Okay.
I don't know, in situations where a father is not in your life, is how I don't know about y'all. I don't know any of y'all's situation. Was it hard for you to learn how to be a dad or be a father to your kids if you didn't have a father in your life?
I didn't. Well, I had my father up until 6th grade, I think, around that time. And after that, it was like my father was the pastor of the church that Tyra and I both went to. And after that, he got transferred to a whole nother state. So I didn't see him on the regular. Like, it might like Christmas, maybe a week or two.
Your parents weren't together?
No, they were married. They got divorced.
Oh, okay.
When I was like in 6th grade. And so he didn't come back or around as much as he should have. And I realized after I got grown, I saw all his faults clearly. And all his faults, I told myself, if I ever had if I had any children at all, there's no way I could ever not be around them on a weekly, daily basis. And I saw all his faults, but his faults made me a beast at being a father now. And I didn't realize that until I was grown. You know, it hit me like a light bulb, you know.
So for me, I could say I had my father all of my life until he died. And when I was young, when I was a teenager, I didn't appreciate him at all. I didn't respect him. Not because of anything he did to me or to us. He was a stand-up dude, but he was hard on us. You know, he never wanted to see us sitting around doing nothing. We always had to be doing something. You know, he would go down his checklist. If you hadn't done your homework, if you hadn't cleaned your room, then I need you to do this. I need you to do this and this. We never had a chill moment. And so I didn't respect that. Just because I wanted to lounge around and be lazy, you know? So when I got older, I want to say when I was in college, I had that epiphany, you know, and I had that light bulb moment where I realized everything that he was doing. And that's when I kind of turned around and changed my mindset, not only of him, but of myself, you know, and who I want to be as a man, who I wanted to be as a father when I had children. So that was my perspective.
Yeah. My dad was not around. He left when I was 2. And he was in and out for most of my childhood. And, you know, I had a stepfather that was around until I was 8, and he passed away when I was 8. But so my situation was kind of a hybrid, right? Like I had my stepfather when I was younger. My father wasn't really around. What that showed me was I knew, you know, much like Kingdom Chef, like my father not being around, I knew what I didn't want, right? I looked at what didn't happen for me, and I figured out what I didn't want to have as my life as a father. When I grew up, I knew what I wanted to do differently. And so when my father did come around and he was doing things like, you know, doing drugs or stealing things or arguing with my mother, I was like, yo, that's not going to be my life. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to be the way that I handle things. And so that was important for me to think about fatherhood that way and really being kind of protective over my my children and how I was going to do fatherhood. So,
and let me clear up what I said. You know, I love my father to death. You know, I don't want it to come off negative. The only negative that I had was as a teenager, and that was because I was trying to be that lazy dude, and he wasn't trying to see it. So I want to make sure that's clear. You know, my dad is the man. So
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can. I guess it's fair to say, John. I think you touched on the quite second there. Based on the activity or what you realized about your father, it helped you, I guess, shape who you are as a father.
Yeah, you know, it's for better and for worse, because I think that what I missed was having my father around and doing those things with him that you might normally do with your father, or having somebody who held you to a standard, you know, as a father. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have that. My mother did the best that she could, and she worked hard at it. But it's still something to be said about learning how to, tie your tie from your father, learning about, what it means to date a girl and to like really treat a woman right. And I didn't see that growing up. That was not what I experienced. And so what I did was I had to figure it out the hard way. I either learned it from, my friends, which is not a great place to learn stuff, or from TV, which is also not a great place to learn stuff. And so you had to figure it out the hard way. And that's a very difficult situation to be in, I think.
Yeah. I got a question. I got a question for y'all about fatherhood. What advice would you, if any, what advice would you give your son about being a man as an adult?
As an adult?
Like if you was talking to your teenage son or your preteen kid, what advice, like what what would be your legacy in terms of like, if I was to give a story to like my kid, what would your story be to your son?
I let the people with teenagers talk about that first.
Chef?
I guess definitely just be a man of your word first. Like always, like don't never over talk or make fake promises, or just always be a man of your word, no matter what happens. Like have follow through and consistency in everything you do, and you're gonna succeed as long as you're working towards whatever it is your goal is, and you don't stop, you don't take breaks, you consistently work at it. You're gonna have to be successful at some point, And these kids. I know I'm getting older now because I see how easy it is for this generation now to make money. They can sit at home on laptops and really set up their own businesses, and a lot of teenagers are profiting big time, off of selling whatever it is. And I wish we had this in our time.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Black, what you got?
I mean, just like King Chef said, man. I mean, I'm more and just piggyback, not saying against what you said about being a man of your word, but being a man of action. Because we can say a lot of stuff, but let your actions count. And that's what's really going to count in your kids' lives, your action. I don't care what you say about it, how you do it. It's always, just let your actions speak for themselves. Because, hell, everybody can talk shit about me. But when you read my resume and see the stuff that I did, you can't refute that. You cannot refute that. Whether I'm a father or a dad, I don't care what you call me. Look at what I did. And it's the fruits of your labor that really count. So I think that's the best thing that we can do for our children is to, because like Mike, like you just think about it. Everybody on here that had situations with their parents. I mean, I see the war go down my daughter and my wife. I see the stuff, me and my daughter, we go to war. But hell, I went to war with my mom. But at the same time, when I get out there in the world, hell, I started doing the same stuff. And then now my mom would sit back and joke on me like, yep, I remember that. I wonder where she get that from. I wonder where he get that from. So you all are just reliving the best things that you have been taught. And that's a wise person. Hey, you're going to get bullshit in your life. Everybody's going to give you some bullshit. Hey, everybody. I don't care who they are. But learn how to take the good stuff and use it to your advantage. And that's it. That's all I can say as far as I give my kids. I do a lot of stuff my kids don't like.
Yeah.
But hopefully I do a lot of stuff that my kids respect as well, and they can build on when it's all said and done. Yeah. I like to tell my kids, all right, stack me up against whoever you want to, and see how we add up. See what they did for you and see what I did for you.
And that's the thing, Black. You know what? I think a lot of our kids don't realize, like you just said, what we do for our kids. They don't realize it until they stack them up against somebody else, and they go, "Oh shit, my dad is dope. He pretty much, he really is." You know, they don't see it until, like Mike said or Chef said, they get older in their life, and then they go, "Okay, I get it now. I respect it now."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't see and understand what my father was doing for me back then.
Right. Yep.
Agreed. I mean, truth be told, to what Black says, that's something I'm still working on as a man. Is the follow through, the action, and I give a lot of, you should do this, but my action, my follow through, I'm still working on that as a man myself.
Can I'll just add one step to that as well, and I think it goes hand in hand with it. Is I believe integrity is important as well. Like, so even at the age of 8, I'm teaching my son that the most important thing he has in life is his integrity. Like the way that he presents himself, he carries himself, how he interacts with people, you know what I'm saying, the way he treats people is important. So no matter what happens at the end of the day, like, they know that he is who he says he is, and he's going to be that person in every situation. And his word is his bond, and that's really all that you have at the end of the day, is what you tell people that you're going to do, right? How you present yourself, and if you follow through, if you have that integrity, all those things, then that's all you have.
But let's be real for a second. Our kids are not growing up the same way that we grew up. I can't speak for all of y'all, but I know where I grew up. Like I said, I know where I know where Chef grew up. I know his mom's, and whatnot. I know his situation, his story. But our kids are, and me and Black, we had this conversation one time because, I guess you could say we live in the suburbs, but a lot of us didn't grow up in the suburbs. A lot of us didn't have it as easy as our kids have it, now. Do you consider that to be a challenge in raising your kids? The fact that, they are a little bit more entitled. They are a little bit more, they lack some integrity sometimes. Sometimes they, we try to tell them to be a people of their words, but they like, whatever. Like, really, little Bobby over there ain't gotta be a man in his words, so why I gotta do it too? Like because our kids are being brought up in a different era, in a different location than we pretty much grew up. Is that a challenge for y'all?
The entitlement?
Or just in general?
I had to say that I love how my children have presented themselves to the world. They can go anywhere and they come back, and the people who they were with will say, "You got great kids," and so I really revel in that, because that comes back to me saying that my wife and I did things right, and so when they come off the cuff in the house, I know for a fact that when they're out in the street, that they are representing themselves with integrity and doing the things that they should do, for the most part.
And Todd, when you say let's be real about it, what I take from that is I will be real about my parents. My mother's only 17 years older than me. My dad's 20 years older than me. And they did not grow up the way I grew up, my kids. But let me tell you one thing about my mom and dad. The reason why we grew up in the areas and in the places that we grew up is because my dad and my mom did the best they could to move us up and move us out. Now, what I look at this as, because I remember first 5 years I lived with my grandmother. Mom and dad, they moved away, tried to get better jobs in the city. Then I moved into this it's tore down now, little 4-house apartment. First of all, we live in the house. It's just all kinds of stuff, man. The projects, I'm seeing guys getting killed. I'm thinking guys sleep on the ground. My mom was like, "Nah, he just sleep, just come on." But the guy dead. Just coming up in that. And all I ever seen my mom and dad was work their ass off to make it better for me and my brother. And so we got better and better, and we lived in better and better neighborhoods and better situations. And so it would be a slap to my mama and my dad in their face if I could provide a better environment for my kids and did not do it.
Right.
It ain't about your environment, because not one time when I grew up in my environment did I ever think we were poor. Not one time did I ever think I was less than anybody. Not one time. My mom and dad always told me, "You a leader. You got to go out. You got to get. We expect a lot from you." My dad, only thing he really told me that I really thought that mattered, he said, "You got to go out and do 3 times better for what I did for you." That's what I expect. And so Our kids growing up in the suburbs, it does not matter because who is the principle that they grow up in. It ain't where they grew up, it's the principles in which they grow up in. And so sometimes, man, I've had this conversation with Ty. I deliberately, man, I sabotage what some people would say great jobs. I'm talking about $200,000 a year income. And I gave the finger. Started over, started our own business on my own so I can teach my kids. No, we ain't rich. We growing.
There you go.
Yeah.
We growing. And so what we do is my kids get to see the process. So you can create the environment of the hood that produces the grit, the grind, the go hard, and get you as a parent can do that a lot of times, but a lot of us, that's why I say your actions are more important than what you say. So hopefully when I die, man, my sons and my daughter will be able to talk and say, hey, look, I remember this dude, man. You remember he used to run stuff? He used to fly across the country. He was director. He was doing, yeah, I remember that for a short time, but he did stop. And then this fool went in the business for herself. But I was there. I saw the process. I saw him go from zero to us having whatever we want to.
Yeah.
So I think that is a legacy. What that is for me, what I want to teach my kids is no matter what you think you have in this world, it can be taken away from you.
Easily.
But you come into this world with everything you need to succeed. Hell, you came in this world as a success. As that sperm swimming up the fallopian tubes. Shit, you beat out about 200-300 million other sperm cells.
Right.
Yeah, you bust the egg open. You one came out here like, what's up, ta-da? You did, man, transitioning from your mama's womb to the real world is one of the greatest feats anybody. If you didn't did that, you possess everything you can, man, and got to succeed in this world. That's it right there. You bust out that coochie.
Yeah, exactly. So Donnell, what do you consider like one of the hardest challenges in being a father? If I can ask. Or chef?
One of the hardest challenges of being a father. I think for me is not necessarily maybe being consistent or being intentional, if you will.
That's a good one.
For me, like the hustle, my day-to-day hustle and bustle, right? And doing the whole, blended situation, I have personally, it's like, work can be stressful, right? And I got a teenage son that I'm, preparing to be a man, and I got a daughter who craves attention. I got a wife that wants attention. You know what I mean? And for me, like a lot of times I don't feel like being bothered, or I need like some downtime. Like I can't take on a whole lot of stimulation, before I start feeling like I'm going to explode, and that's not really the message that I want to send to anyone in my family. But that's something that I find challenging that that I need to work on.
Okay.
Can I speak to that though?
Yeah, go ahead, John.
So what I found is that the most, and again, I got young kids, right? But I think that one of the things that I think we oftentimes forget as men, as fathers, is that we can't take care of our family if we can't take care of ourselves first. Right. So you have to take those moments, whatever they look like, to take that time, get yourself together before you can give anything to anybody else, right? You have to give something to yourself first. And so I think that is one of the things that I think people don't realize, because that's why, we as fathers, sometimes we give and give and give, and we forget to take time for ourselves.
Yes.
And if you don't take time for yourself first, then you can't ever really give fully to the rest of your family. So it's okay to take time for yourself. I found like I try. I know sometimes I probably do. I try not to take too much because the kids need me. You know what I'm saying? They want stuff, but at the same time, you gotta make time for yourself too.
Hell yeah, them kids gonna be all right. Damn them kids. Them kids, man. Them kids. Hey, let me tell you, kids resilient as hell, man. We got to put them through some stuff, man. We have to. That's the only way you come. How you come out? You know, people who come so-called the hood in tough times. It ain't no different, man. Ain't no different. We all got stress, and you know, you just have to just be in tune with it. And hey, like John said, man. I mean, you shouldn't have no stress as being a father, man. You shouldn't have no stress.
Yeah,
God did all the hard work. All he had to do was stick it in.
I don't think I really, at this point, I don't really have. I've been doing this so long. My 2 oldest daughters live with their mother, and my 6-year-old is with me. But I got the same routine. Like I spent so much. Like the pandemic taught me a huge lesson. Before the pandemic, I was somewhere every single day. After a job, chefs meeting over here. I get invited to so many events. I was going to every event. You know, the pandemic taught me that I needed to be at home more and showed me I became a homebody in the pandemic. You can't get me to go nowhere now. I hang with my kids whenever I'm not working, and it's a great experience for me. But whenever I'm not working, I'm with my kids. I haven't hung out with the fellas in a minute. You know, and I'm enjoying this side, and I should have been doing this long time ago. So all I do now is make sure that I'm paying attention to time, but I see them often, you know, 4 or 5 times a week. I'm with all 3 at the same time. But pandemic taught me to, you know, slow down and love on your family more, because you know you could get busy and you running to chase the bag, and that, you know, it's not always a good thing.
But to Mr. Reasonable's point, aka Donnell, you know, is that what's feeding you? Like, you know, are you getting your time? Or, you know, are you able to, I guess, re-energize, refresh, or whatever, so that way you can be good for your kids? If you're spending all the time with them 24/7, 365, because I'm the same way. I ain't gonna lie to you. Come the pandemic, I don't like going nowhere no more. I'm good at home. I'm good right here, dog. I ain't got to go nowhere. But I realized that I still wasn't getting my. If it wasn't for the fact that if I go across the street and see black live right across the street from me, other than that, I ain't doing nothing. Tuesday nights, I'm right here, 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here, just kicking it with the fellas. I really don't do nothing. I don't do shit.
Hey man, but hold up, man, hold up. Unless I got this, I'm something wrong, man. I don't see my damn kids, and I live in the same house with them.
my son stayed in their room.
Look, I see them in the morning when they get ready to leave school. I see them when they come home and get a snack. I see them when they want something to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I mean, I got teenagers. They don't want to hang out with me. No, man, what?
I mean, let's be honest though. The kids going to do what they want to do in terms of like what they want to play their video games, they want to watch TV, they want to be on their phones, whatever, right? So the point is really about, are you doing something for yourself? Not that you aren't spending time with the kids, right? Because anybody could be sitting in the same room and not spend time with their kids.
Absolutely.
Are you doing something for yourself? Like, because, you know, much like the whole idea of the way that you work and the way that you move in terms of your work, you showing your kids what it takes to hustle and what it takes to like really be intentional about the work that you're doing. You also have to be intentional about the time that you take apart, right? You have to be intentional about the time that you spend with your spouse or your significant other. You have to be intentional about the time that you take for yourself. And if you're not intentional about that, then it just seems like, oh, you know, like you only taking time when you go to the bathroom, which I do. Like I will sit in the bathroom till my damn legs is numb. You know, and they still come in. I'm like, yo, please, just leave me alone. But wherever I can find a time, and that's just a time where I can decompress and do what I need. You know what I'm saying? Which is, focus on me. Like whether I might just be, reading an article or whatever, like, or listen to something online. But it's time for me, and you have to take that time for you. And the kids will eventually realize that this is time that daddy is taking for him. And they need to learn that as well. Like, take time for yourself. Like, it's okay. It's all right. Take time for yourself.
Man, it's a cycle, man. It's a cycle. If you got younger kids, they want to be around you all the time. If you got teenagers, them mother chickens can't stand you. As they get older, they gonna, oh shit, he was telling me the truth. Hey, Dad, hey, how I get this car? How I get this? And then after they just get grown, it's like, come on, dog, let's take some shots.
But I'll speak from this standpoint because I know a couple of y'all we got blended families, and some of us don't have the opportunity to spend as much time with our kids as we would necessarily like to. So like John said, we have to be intentional to do that. So when they do come over, I am trying to spend time with my kids. Or with my daughter who does stay with me 24/7, 365. When she is open, I am trying to hold and have those conversations with her. But at the same time, I do have to make sure I get my me time at the same time, because if I don't, that damn sure won't give it to you.
I definitely get my me time. No, I ain't gonna lie about it. I definitely get me time. You got to do that. Like the way the world is, the stress and pressure that we have to provide and take care of what we got to take care of. You got to find some time for yourself to do something for yourself. Even if you just sit like me, I sit in my truck, bro. I sit in my truck in the parking lot and be with lunch and be at peace. You can't consistently keep moving. You're gonna crash.
Yeah. So I need my me time too, and I think most men do. Women do too. Definitely.
Everybody do. But your kids do.
But men, we get forgotten in that aspect that we need that me time. And for me, it's really not until the evening after everybody's gone to bed, and I try to watch something on TV, and I try to decompress from my day, whatever I'm feeling, whatever I've been through, and I just kind of try to enjoy myself. I don't get enough, but I feel like I get too much sometimes. But when it comes down to it, I really don't think I get enough.
Yeah, don't get enough what? Get enough what?
Me time.
Oh.
You want to say down there?
No, I was just gonna say that's probably like a lot of my not issue, but difficulty. You know what I mean? Because I do get cranky. You know what I'm saying? And my situation, I don't see my kids every day, but I see them every week. And like if I can go, it's like to me, if I can go 3-4 days without seeing them, and then that fourth day I see them and I'm lashing out on them, you know what I mean? It's not personal, but I feel bad for being that way, right? Because I haven't seen my kids, like
it's interesting when your kids don't stay with you. It's like you don't want to get to the point where every time they come around you want to spoil them per se, but at the same time you still got to be allowed to be who you are. Like you said, sometimes you
will tie in that right to that very point. In that, my biggest thing is again, I'm raising my son to be a man, and I have a daughter. The biggest thing about what I just said was I never want my kids to be able to not communicate with me because they feel a certain type of way, or they can't come to me about certain things because they might be scared of how I might react. You know what I mean? Like that's never like the situation that I want, my relationship with my kids to be.
I'll be honest with you. With my oldest daughter, I was wild. I was 21. I was wild. I was crazy. I was out of my mind. But I never and the proof is in the pudding because I'm just seeing it happen now. I never sugarcoated nothing. I never watered down conversation. I wasn't cussing ever, but I always was straightforward with her, always. And so it pays off. It pays off later on because I don't remember a time she calls me and has called me for everything. To talk about anything. I mean, she wide open. She calls me every day it pay off just to be straight up with them. And then when they see that and they know that, but you can't blow up at them. Even when you met, like my 13-year-old, my 12-year-old daughter, she's said some things that I felt like blowing up, but you can't blow up on them because then they're gonna get into defense mode and they're not gonna talk to you. They're gonna think that you're gonna explode every single time you talk to them.
Yep.
You know, and then you got to remember when you were their age and how you carried it. It's a lot of things you got to remember, but it's important how you talk to them and the way you talk to them and how you respond. It matters.
Chef, I appreciate hearing that. I appreciate hearing that because it is, again, having younger kids, I'm like, I try to, there's only certain things that I can explain to them at this age. And I tell everybody, I go to a therapist, a counselor like a couple times a year. Like I just talk to somebody, you know what I'm saying, just to give me an opportunity to like have somebody to just put all that out there too. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to do it. I don't want to have that my wife be the person or anybody else. So I do a data dump on somebody else. You know,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
And so one of the things that he told me was some of the things your kids not gonna understand at this age, right?
Okay. Right.
But be okay with having conversations with them about things and explaining to them why you did what you did or said what you said, right? Because one of the things that's important and one of the things that I've had come up many times on my podcast is that people say, I talk to my kids because I want them to understand what I'm going through or what I did for them or what I've been through so that they understand why I do what I do or why I say what I say. And so that's been a really interesting piece for me, so I try to have age appropriate conversations with my son, my oldest son specifically, about things that happen and relay to him a message that he will understand as where he is in his life. So that when it comes back around, we can say, see, this is what I was trying to tell you. This is what, like one of the big things we talking about right now is how hurt people. Like, and understanding that when someone says something to you that is out of pocket, it's because they got something going on with them and they trying to get somebody else to feel the way that they feel.
Right.
So,
I think it's definitely important to create an environment for that. Because not every, like Chef said, not every environment, not everybody creates that environment for their kids to be able to come to them and talk to them about anything and everything. You snapping off at your kids ain't gonna come to you. It's no secret. I date my kids. I haven't done it in a while, but I date my kids. I take them out on dates, and this is your opportunity to be who you're gonna be. Be open, be honest. Tell me what you want to tell me. There's no repercussions to anything unless you did something illegal. Tell me what is you, whatever you want to tell me. Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about that girl you like. Let's talk about that dude you like. Let's talk about what's going on in your life. What's school like? What you think of me? Create that environment for them to be able to come to you and be able to talk to you about whatever.
I do that as well. I take all my kids out individually, sometimes two at a time, but and they, when you do the one-on-one with them, you learn a whole lot. My kids have taught me a whole lot. You be surprised what they know and what they thinking.
Right. For sure.
My thing is be transparent. Just be very transparent with your kids, man. Because a lot of times we talk to kids as if we perfect. We talk to kids like all the bad shit that they do. And this ain't right. This ain't that. I've been in your place. No, man. Talk to your kids about how you did what they did. Talk to them, because if they don't want to come to you about it, tell them about, all right, let me tell you when I was in this situation. You may not want to hear it, and they go, Dad, that's nasty. Okay, yeah, well, that's just me. Just being in a career for years, working with kids, they love transparent. They love to see you fall because they already got an image of you being better than them because you brought them in. They love to see that, not a bad thing to see you fall and fail. But when you show them that, the best thing I used to tell my teachers, I used to tell all of them, I said, listen, let me tell you something. You think that kid bad, then I wouldn't have hired you because I'm your boss, and I was worse than that kid right there.
Yeah.
So if you think he bad, what you think of me?
Yeah. So I waited until my sons were teenagers, and I told them that I was a dirty dude when I was young. When I was your age, I did a lot of dirt.
Dirty Dick Harry.
And I mean, just real. And I've given them some situations that I think they can handle, and just let them know that I was not always who I am today. That I've come through a lot of stuff, a lot of shit.
So how much detail do you give your kid or your son about how you were back in the day?
Like I said, I kind of deal with what I think they can handle.
He was Waffle House. You tell him you was Waffle House and Mike. Did you tell him?
See, like I haven't gone there.
It depends on the situation. It depends on the situation. What you trying to talk about?
Right. At the same time, I like my first experiences with telling them stuff was, that I was a bad student. That I was not into school. I was really, just about social life, and because they're into school, and that's a good thing for me. But I let them know that I wasn't. So you guys are already ahead of where I am, and I want you to keep grinding. That's kind of where I've approached that. As far as like dirty deeds, I mean, it just depends
I would
on
say
the situation.
this, Mike. Let me help you out. Don't tell them little bastards. Then you ain't told your wife, your significant other that you did. They're gonna tell them. They're gonna be like, well, "Shit, daddy had 3 of them at one time." What you say? Wait a minute, I did not tell you to tell your mama about that.
You're right about that too.
Yeah,
they will tell your wife about the things that you told them.
So do you share that with your? I mean, not necessarily to that extent, but obviously, do you share that with your kids? Like, for instance, I know I've had to have a conversation with my kids about sex. And when I've had that conversation, I had to go ahead and admit, I was having sex at your age, and I made sure this, that, and the third. But it was to prove a point. It wasn't to be like, oh, your daddy was out here hoeing. It was to prove a point that, I was at your age and I was doing X, Y, and Z, but I made sure I was safe. Like, so that's
gonna be like,
don't lie to him. Don't lie to him. You know what I'm saying?
What you gonna say? You shouldn't kiss your mama in the mouth.
Hey, you know your mama mouth, man. No.
Hey, look,
I think it's important that they know.
Lose your marriage. They don't know. Hey, they over there. Hey, little bastard's gonna be gone. I still gotta be here with her.
Right. No, but I agree with Black. If you ain't told your wife yet, don't tell the kids.
No,
don't go down that route because the kids be like, but daddy said, I'm like, yo, you get you all
with stupid ass daddy face.
You need you with discernment.
Right.
Discernment, boys.
Like, go to bed.
It was a mirror. I had a mirror on the wall.
My boys revere their mom. They love her to death. So yeah, exactly what you said. I know that anything I say may come out of their mouth to their mom.
So with that being said, right quick, y'all got a favorite kid?
No.
You know what? I can say
yet.
now with little kids. There's
watching.
There's one that I prefer.
Don't say it.
Time to time. Not all the time.
You say that same thing when you get older. You're gonna need one of them to take care of you.
Right.
I know how it works. You know what I'm saying? Because my mother and my sister are real close. But my mother knows that at the end of the day, I'm the one that's gonna take care of her. So, so the reality of it is just one I prefer in terms of like the way that they act right now. Like it's just.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I just say I look at them and I prefer to be around that one at this particular moment. Sometimes
I will say that my oldest son.
Mike, don't give it away.
No, not like that. I will say this: he was hard, during those teenage years, but now that he's in college,
I bet he was hard. Hell yeah, I was hard on my teenage years. I was hard all the time.
Now that he's in college, I do see him coming for more
Mike trying to be funny, man. I was coming in college too.
Somebody got the bell. But
you got a
no,
regular boy. You got a regular teenage boy.
I do see him searching for more guidance as a man, and you know, where he didn't used to as a teenager. I see him, you know, searching for that now. When in our conversations, where he will try to seek that guidance that he didn't care about before, and so that's as them getting older. I do see that.
Gotcha. Okay. Man, we could probably go down the rabbit hole a little bit further, but it's time for Man Code. Hey, Black, what you got for Man Code, bro?
Man Code, man. I mean, you know, this was an awesome NCAA tournament, women and men.
Yeah, it was.
And you know, man, you know, me being down here in Carolina, man, I like Carolina, but sometimes I just want to slap the hell out of Carolina fans, man. Look, man, I'm just telling you, man. Hey, look, dog. Stop being that dude that talk about how much money you lost, and you know you ain't bet shit. You can't be that dude, man. I lost $1,000 on Carolina, man. Man, you ain't bet, dog. You ain't bet that. Dog, don't that Man Code. Man, stop lying, man. Stop just stop lying part. You know, everybody I talk to, Carolina fan, man, they lost. I mean, man, these dudes losing astronomical amounts of money. Man, I lost 1,000. I lost 10,000. Man, I had put it all on there. Man, I'm like, man, shut the hell up. Every time I see you losing, I don't want to be around you. You a loser. You every time you bet, you lose.
You just find out what they bet.
Like that.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly, Donnell.
Bet opposite of them.
Bet opposite of whatever the hell they bet. Just they always lose.
Yeah, man. This just always, man. You know, it's like, man, I'm like, God, man, you know, we was going down. We was gonna go down. Man, shut up. You can't even call in to work. You ain't know your boss number. You got to go to work. You tell them you got to come home. Because they ain't got no number for you to call them. You got to show up. So I'm like, man, hey, look, man, stop lying. Fellas, just stop lying. Man Code, man, that shit make me want to Will Smith your ass, man.
That ain't take long.
At all.
just real quick, man, for no reason, being wrong with it. I ain't got no reason to smack you. I'm wrong if I do, but you lied about making bets that you didn't bet on, man. I just don't want to hear it, man.
You can't lie on your pockets as a man. You can't lie on your pockets.
Stop.
Nah. People do it all the time.
They do
it all the time. People lie all the time on their pockets. What they doing? What they ain't doing?
Man, never mind.
I've grown to.
Hey, you know that was bad juju. You know what I'm saying? You used to say you used to lie on your penis.
That's right. That's right. You're right. You don't lie on your penis. Don't lie on your pockets.
Right.
Hey, man.
Don't lie,
man. I ain't stopping you from going for whatever you want, but no, don't. You ain't got to lie to me. I mean, if you want to do something, then do it. I mean, go ahead and work towards. I'm with you on that, brother. But don't tell me, man. You lost 2,000-3,000 and you ain't bet. I'm like, damn, how you lose 2,000 or 3,000? What you? I don't understand that. How you lose 2 or 3? Did you? How much was the bet?
Yeah.
You know how much what you? I don't know what you betting. You know, so. Yeah, man. I asked the dude, because that happened, man. I was talking today. I was like, hey, he's like, yeah, man, I lost about $1,000. I said, how you? What? I mean, I said they want their money now. So I'm like, how you lose 1,000? He then a damn near $20 parlay. I'm like, what? That don't equate. That don't equate, dog. First of all, a parlay. Who you betting on? What you hockey? Ain't nothing else going on other than basketball. Baseball ain't started yet, is it?
Nope.
I'm like, what your parlay was? A parlay, man, you gotta have a bunch of them, and you doing $20-$30 on a parlay. I seen the sheet. I'm like, hey, no, dog, no, that ain't no. I don't know what you're talking about, man. All right, dude, get out of here, man. You ain't lose no $1,000, man. You lost 20.
So man code is you ain't got the lie, Craig.
You ain't got a lot of kicking, dog. You ain't got a lot of kicking, man. Don't nobody get excited about how much money you lost. Nobody.
You got it right.
And I'm gonna get excited about how much money you lost. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I heard a dude say, I had 99 fights and I'm 0-99. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh. But that's not the type of stats I like to hear.
No, not at all.
You are not the type of cat I want to be around.
Exactly. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hey, Chef, last shout out. What you got coming on? Tell the people what you got going on.
Well, you can go to Kingdom Chef 202 on IG. I travel wherever you are. I can come and be there and do what I do, or any other in DC area, Maryland, Virginia, meal preps, full-time private chef contracts. Hit me up.
Hit him up.
I'm on it. You about to hear from me. I'm about to get them wings from you.
Hey, dog, I just want to say, man, I love that K, that killer logo, that K, the crown.
Appreciate it.
I like that. That's killer right there.
Appreciate it, bro.
I like that.
Kingdom Chef doing this thing not just in the DC area. So if y'all you do not have, he just told you do not have to be in the DC area to contract him for his services.
That's right.
He will travel to you. You make sure that you get them 420 wings and the other specials you got going on if you are in the DC area. But if y'all looking for that romantic services or just the chef that to come through and take care of y'all's ladies trips, fellas trips, or whatever it is y'all need to take y'all chef with y'all, Kingdom Chef, hit him up on IG, Kingdom Chef 202. And don't forget, we also had Boots on earlier as well, hit with the infused extracts. Y'all make sure y'all hit up Boots with the infused extracts. He got the good lemonades, mango, peach, raspberry, strawberry. He will actually deliver. Well, he actually said he'll ship. He didn't say he'll deliver. He got pop-ups. He's infused_extract on IG as well. So y'all make sure y'all hit up both Kingdom Chef and my man Boots with the infused extracts. Make sure y'all get they got the 420 deal on lock. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to hit up both of y'all for 420 for real. We appreciate y'all for coming through. Anytime, Chef, you want to come through, the Man Cave, we open each and every Tuesday, 8 p.m. right here on Relationship Entertainment Television, bro. It was a pleasure.
It was a complete pleasure of meeting all y'all, man. I want to see y'all in real life sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, I'm looking at you on the book now. Oh my God.
Yeah. Hey, until next time, we see y'all next week.